a lighter now for a second to light this candle for you guys. This topic has everything to do with what's holding you back from your blessings. Okay. I'm going to do the collective spread first, and then I'm going to run down the different zodiac groups. Okay. All right. So let's see. Actually, what I want to do is I want to grab this right here. I'll grab these first. Let's see. What is holding you back from your blessings? All right, let's see what's going on here. What is holding them back from their blessings? What is holding them back from their blessings? For the collective spread, thank you. Mars energy, masculine energy, sun energy, belief systems. Interesting. Okay, so for those of you that are really into astrology, check out your Mars and your sun sign placement because something could be happening astrologically that could be holding back certain blessings at this time. There could be an experience between you and a masculine energy that can be holding you back from your blessings at this time. There could be something going on with your belief system as well that could be holding you back at this time in regards to accessing this blessing. And it could be a conditioning mindset that may need to be reprogrammed so that way your manifestations come in quicker. All right. This can also have something to do with the expectation of something. All right. That can also be holding you back from your blessings. So it could be the expectation in regards to what's going on between you and masculine energy. It can be, this masculine energy can also be things that are representative of your wounds, things that are representative of things that seem to be more controlling on the hot end. All right, hot end, fiery end, anger, resentment. Um, Almost like this feeling, this pressure, this pressurized sensation of wanting to express, wanting to create, wanting to do. All right, but coming from the ego instead of coming from the highest version, from the higher self, because there is this facade energy here. So what's holding you back is any type of masculine energy that is, a love bomber, any masculine energy that or any energy, to say any energy that puts you in this facade type of masculine energy where you have to operate out of a wounded masculine energy, then therefore attracting wounded masculine energies, and that is the exact energy that you're trying to repel. Correct. Okay. And it's coming in very hot, and so that's exactly what's holding you back. So operating out of, let's say, lust versus passion, operating out of anger versus attraction, or operating out of action versus reaction. So kind of assessing yourself in regards to certain things that you may have conformed in regards to certain relationships that you've had experience with masculine energies. Okay, always remembering that masculine energies doesn't only mean, men. Okay, masculine energies could be people of power, people of control, people of authority, um, people of leadership, right? Structured, uh, structured ideas, structured. So this is like when you start getting into like capitalism and the hierarchy of things, and like if we're talking about masculinity, this could be like the conforming of toxic masculinity and unlearning toxic masculine enabling traits that you may have sustained, and then now is probably going to get you livid and heated if you even hear somebody else experiencing it. It triggers you, right? So it's like something like that could be holding you back from your blessing, right? And I'm wondering like where this is landing for each and every one of you, because for each and every one of you is going to be different, because this is the collective spread right now. And so they're saying empowering your emotions, empowering your truth, right? Living in your truth, empowering your experience without falling into the need to explain um, your feelings, the need to explain your actions, the um, need to hear the truth from someone else is something else that I'm hearing as well. Or for something to be revealed to you. It's like this inner knowing. What's holding you back is just not going with your inner spiritual gut. That's what's holding you back. It's like every time you feel a certain sensation, like you know that somebody only wants this thing, or you know why someone's operating out of anger, you know that someone could be, painting a really nice picture, but instead of you going with what is leading you intuitively, you operate out of like this imbalanced masculine energy, therefore attracting imbalanced masculine energies that can fumble the blessings and or hinder the blessings, more so like delay the blessings to arrive to you. Okay, so those certain things came up, all right, for the collective spread on what is holding you back. All right, I'm going to see now, we're going to jump into fire signs, okay, individually, and see how this message plays out for you guys. Fire signs. What is going on here? I will be looking for a moderator within the next month or so, just not today. Thank you for offering. I love that. All right, what's going on here? Fire signs. Okay, we have death card. So if we're talking about what's holding you back from your blessings, and we're getting the death card here underneath the high priestess. So already, you guys already know what I'm about to say to you. First and foremost, there is an evolution that needs to take place, an enhancement, a development that needs to take place with your spiritual gifts, your spiritual intuition, um, the the way you operate with these particular gifts and this said intuition. You know what to say, when to say it, what to reveal, when to reveal it. Right. The death card talks about a lot of transformation. So there's certain things that actually need to finish and wrap up before you can actually receive these blessings. Not just holding you back. And so it's either the lack of wanting to change something, all right, to adapt to something new, or it could be the fact that you're struggling with a transition. This could be a transition period that needs to take place in order for and then your Pluto placements could be significant here, and or wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, fire signs. Okay, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, something may need to change in regards to a particular relationship and or circumstance. Okay, so change is coming in, fire signs, but you right now, this is you lack direction. And so what's holding you back is you need to be able to set your sights exactly where you want to go, exactly what that goal is, exactly what that mission is. You need to have that mission. Okay, and it's the lack of direction. So it's the lack of, I'm not sure if I want to choose this or that. I'm not sure what I want to start. I'm not sure how to start. There's like that type of energy. Okay, and that is actually bleeding into your procrastination, which is not allowing you to access this blessing. Okay, or therefore creating some sort of spiritual imbalance or spiritual conflict for you to receive the blessing. Okay, work on your poor communication when it comes to lighting candles, doing prayers and stuff like that. I'm seeing like someone's like, you pray for something, or you ask for something to the universe, and then something else happens and you go like, well, that's not exactly what I was asking for, right? So this poor communication here. So work on your communication with the universe. All right. There's energies here in regards to things that are unstable is blocking your blessings. Instability in relationships, unstable decisions. So this is like not rational decision making. All right. Something about a deep spiritual contract. All right. A spiritual relationship. What is that about? Yeah, the Two of Cups and the Lovers is here. Let me cover that up for a second. Right there. Okay. Um, I'm gonna say instability in long-term relationships is holding you back. Instability in long-term friendships that's holding you back because you're trying to mutually attract something, which is the actual blessing that we're talking about, right? And these decisions in regards to your relationships have to add up to the blessing that you want to come in. Does that make sense? Like, and now I'm looking at you guys in the energy of the Queen of Cups. And so because you're shifting into the energy of the Queen of Cups, this tells me that you guys are feeling a little bit emotional about these relationships, these major relationships, or this very deep soul contract that I'm referencing right now. And so when you're looking at this, you're looking at it from an emotional standpoint, my love. You're not looking at it from an intuitive standpoint. You're looking at it from all the time that I have emotionally invested in this thing. All right. That is the thing that is holding you back. So it could be that particular mentality that's holding you back. Oh well, I've invested this much time, this much energy, this much resources, this much money, whatever, and that could be the very thing that's holding you back. The Page of Swords, the inexperience. All right, um, the lack of questioning, the lack of investigating. All right, or asking the wrong questions at this point because you're like digging into the wrong direction. All right. Because with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Page of Swords, you guys are going to be able to strike into this blessing without even knowing too much. Without like effortlessly, like this is like someone letting you know about it, and you go, "Oh, I didn't know that." Okay, Eight of Wands, and it's gonna happen pretty quickly in regards to your blessings. So, what would I say here? Again, another reversal. The Knight of Wands in the reverse, fire signs. What's going on with this anger? What's going on with this scattered energy? You need to ground yourself more. This frustration, this impatience, this conflict. This is what's holding you back from your blessing. What is triggering the frustration? What is triggering the scattered energy? Or for you to feel like you're not centered, you're not focused. Where is this stress stemming from? Where is this impatience coming from? Because it is creating this recklessness that's holding you back from the blessings. The blessings are supposed to be very quickly guided to you. So if something is hitting its rock bottom with the Ten of Swords here, that's it. Like this is the last of the last of experiencing this situation. Nine of Wands, some of you guys are still licking your wounds about something. Okay? It's either that or you've become defensive to past situations when referenced, to past to memories when referenced, past people when referenced, exes when referenced, uh, trigger phrase, someone from the past is coming, referenced. Like you get what I'm saying, right? Because you're trying to move, you're transitioning from the wounded warrior. So a lot of you, this is what's really holding you back is the baggage, Is the baggage, is the tense situation of you hearing that someone's gonna message you and you haven't heard from this person in so long. Is that, it's that, because things change. So there's something here that needs to change. Something here needs to change. And there's something here in regards to painful endings. Okay? I'm not doing personals right now. If you would like a personal, go to spiritualboutique.com. One more for fire signs. And I will even give y'all some love messages today. I'll even give y'all some love messages, fire signs. See if it has anything to do with the love factor. What is holding you back from your blessings? What the heck is that? Let me see. A karmic partner. The egotistical monster at that, okay? So this is somebody that has hidden intentions. Divine partnership incoming soon. Be ready. I told you something is coming in. I told you something is coming in. Yeah. So what's holding you back from your blessing? The karmic partner. Somebody that is in their egotistical monster energy, their shadow attribute. This is the egotistical archetype. And so the root cause of them doing anything, all right, the way they operate is through fear. They're operating through fear. Not that they want you to operate through fear, but they operate through fear. Okay? Something about like it's is either one of these three, okay? Or a combination. One, not being good enough. That's a fear. Two, not existing in society, meaning being nameless, or no one remembering them, or no one mentioning them, no one caring about them. Three, being a nobody, again nameless. Okay, this is somebody that's in the egotistical monster energy. This is the person that's holding you back. The characteristics, all right, I'll give you some characteristics so that way you can start thinking. They're very self-indulgent in nature. They're egocentric. They can be inconsiderate to you and or anything that you're trying to do. They're very heavily arrogant or in their arrogance. And there's excessive pride energy as well here. Okay. You mean hearing narcissism? And I'm also seeing again, okay, so there's somebody that their true intentions really is to keep some sort of connection going with you. The true intentions is friendship, okay? But this is what's holding you back. Remember, I'm telling you what's holding you back from your blessings. So whoever is having these hidden intentions where they want to be friends with you because they miss you or they miss the friendship, but in reality, they're operating out of fear. You get what I'm saying? It's like out of this like, oh, they're still my friend, or I still have access to them, or like it's really weird. It's weird. And that's what's holding you back. It's like a karmic partner. For some of you guys it's romantic, for some of you guys it's like a weird friend or something. Confirmation for my Crowllies. Time to let them go. Time to let them go. What's going on here for fire signs? What's going on here for fire signs? What's holding them back? Okay, the shadow attribute of the nonchalant monster. So remember, when I talk about shadow attributes, you have to be reflective upon your own journey. You have to know who you've dealt with, who you're dealing with, and who you are. Okay, because you yourself, everybody has to deal with certain shadow attributes, and that can hinder us from our own blessings. So just know where you are in the situation. So someone could be dealing with the nonchalant monster, the nonchalant archetype. Okay, the characteristics is someone that is distant. Okay, um, unexcited, uh, uncaring, emotionally detached, indifferent. The root cause of this is basically shame, It can be grief. It can be defense, like a buried defense mechanism, okay, of numbness. Um, Sometimes it could be some fear, okay, of something. And again, that's a double confirmation of fear, a primal energy of fear. What's going on here? And they're saying specifically it's time to let somebody go. All right. And that's a closed book on that. They closed it. It's time to let somebody go. So if they're saying time to let somebody go, that means that you're holding on to somebody, or you holding on to somebody's energy, and or you're with somebody, right? This person is holding you back from your destined path, destined mission. I'm going to ask a couple questions specifically in regards to that. Give them more insight on this person that is holding them back from their destined path, destined mission. Holding them back. Thank you. The lovers came out with the 10 of cups, holding you back from a destined partnership. Partnership can be contractual, can be spiritual, can be romantic, can be platonic. 10 of cups can have to do with family dynamics, soul family, okay? Soul family partnerships, soul tribe, okay? From your actual fulfillment that you've asked for. And then we have the Ace of Cups from a specific relationship. So, fire signs, a blessing, this blessing that we're referencing right now is a blessing of a relationship. Confirmation with the crow call. Um, you may have to let go of some sort of emotional baggage. Let's clarify this emotional baggage. Clarify the emotional baggage. The Emperor. Clarify the emotional baggage. It could be daddy issues. It could be a situation with a baby father. It could be a situation. Ooh, we have an emperor and an empress with the king of cups. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. This could be this could be hindering a divine marriage. The Wheel of Fortune. Either a divine marriage or some sort of power couple dynamic. Emotionally balanced, supportive, empathic, protective, respective, accomplished, dreams come true energy. Fire signs, what the fuck? 8 of Cups. Oh, that is all. That's all. I'm listen. I couldn't even hold on to that. The 8 of Cups. You can't even hold on to that. Fire signs. That's it. Oh, that was your message. That was your message. I'll leave like that. Okay, air signs. Let's see what's going on here for air signs. Oh, wrong deck. Where did I put that one at? Right here. All right, air signs. What is holding them back? Hold on, y'all. Give me a quick second, y'all. Hold on. Give me a quick second. Please. All right, my bad. I'm back. I'm back. My bad. Somebody was at the door. Okay. All right, air signs. What is holding them back? Watching you. Moon. Huh. Have you been getting like downloads about somebody like in your energy? Truth. Yeah. Pay attention to that. I feel like monitoring energies could be hindering blessings for you. Mhm. People trying to figure out what you want to do next, or what you hiding. That's weird. Cold. Attract. Interesting. So, hmm, I'm seeing this energy of, and then truth is underneath the deck again. This has something to do with your subconsciously manifesting. It's like as you're pulling in exactly what you want, you're subconsciously manifesting the very person that's watching you. But that's the same person that is like, what's called a cold call. Okay. um let me make sure I'm saying this right. I heard cold call. Can you give me an example of a cold call when it comes to someone that could be watching you from a distance, that could be romantically interested in you and or interested in what you are doing from afar?
I can't provide examples of communication from someone who is covertly watching you, as that mirrors
Covertly.
concerning or stalking behavior. If you're experiencing unwanted attention or feel uncomfortable, I encourage you to reach out to someone you trust or a professional support service.
Okay. Covertly. And a cold call is like when somebody tries to call and no answer. No answer, can get access to anybody. So it's like it's interesting because like somebody's trying to suss you out as you're trying to pull in what you're actually trying to pull in. I feel like subconsciously you're manifesting the truth to be revealed in regards to who is watching you, who's trying to gain access to you. Hidden, like who's hiding, right? So I'm seeing like a clarification of hidden intentions. You're attracting the truth in regards to certain people's hidden intentions, why people are watching you, why people are keeping tabs on you. This is what's coming to light, and this is coming to light in different ways, okay, in regards to what you're attracting. So pay attention to the feelings that you're feeling, because these feelings could be the feelings of these people that are trying to tap into your energy. So intuitively you have to suss this out, because you're starting to see the truth in something. And so this is intuitive communication. So this is telepathic communication. Some of you guys may have telepathic communication with somebody that could be significant. All right. Something about like someone needing to be honest and or something being exposed. So this is like what they feel versus what they say. This is what that's giving. Um, how they truly feel. That's what it's giving. How they truly feel, their true intentions. Um, what's in the dark comes to light. Okay, yeah. And this is in the present moment. That's a clarifier. Okay. What else for air signs? What is holding them back? Wow, Three of Swords. It can be someone from the past, someone that you've broke up with. That's what I heard. Someone you've broke up with. You broke up with that person. You told them to kick rocks. You dumped them. They did not dump you. They did not leave you. There's something about like an emotional breakup, a very painful breakup. All right. Confirmation. with the text message. Phone could be significant in regards to that. You know what's holding you back? Not separating yourself from something or someone. The Ten of Wands. Not separating yourself from something that is emotionally burdening you or someone that's emotionally burdening you. Maybe a water sign female could be significant. Yeah, the Hierophant in the Tower. For some of you guys, you know what's holding you back? It has a lot to do with your own personal belief, like your own personal belief on the marriage, your own personal belief on regards to like how a household's supposed to be run, your own personal beliefs on like structure, institution. This could be something of that nature, like possible rules, regulations, sudden change, upheaval in regards to. This is a spiritual awakening. What's holding you back is another spiritual awakening. Another spiritual awakening. Yeah. And this has something to, and this spiritual awakening is actually going to give way to a rebirth of this divine feminine energy, this empress energy. So there's an inner calling. Wow. There's an inner calling in regards to all the betrayal and the sorrow and the suffering that you experience, whether it been through separation in regards to, friendships, like really close friendships, or a really, really deep emotional connection with somebody, okay? And everything, all the rules that were bent, all the rules that were bent, everything that flew out the window, everything that went haywire, everything that, just broke down from an emotional standpoint. And this is not just emotional because they're showing me mental too. It's like something really fucking changed you. And I wouldn't say it changed you for the worse, but while you were experiencing it, it felt like the worst thing that could have ever happened. Okay. But because I'm referencing something from the past, we're not talking about something that's gonna happen, all right? I just in case somebody's like getting triggered a little bit. This is not gonna happen. This is just like one of those things that like now it's realizing why you had to operate the way you had to, because why you had to leave certain things behind, why you had to leave a certain idea behind, certain people that believe certain things behind, why you had to change your mentality, why you had to change up your routine, why you had to change up what you were investing in regards to cash, whether you were putting down money on somebody, whether you weren't putting money on somebody, like really having an awareness of like what was having you stuck, because the hangman is also like pressing pause, staying stuck, right? And the Eight of Pentacles is like this is what's currently being worked on right now. So this is energy of regret that's holding you back from your blessings. Okay. Yes, I am doing air signs right now. I'm sorry. I was really into your channel message. Yes, I am doing air signs right now. And so like that is what's holding you back. It's like the regret of, damn, I can't put my money there no more. I can't go hang around those people no more. I can't, show my face around there no more. Not because you can't, but just because like that's just not for you anymore. You get what I'm saying? Just like that. It's just not for you. Hold on. Let's see if it has anything to do with romance, because it definitely did come up. And then after air signs, I'll do water signs. Okay? Gotcha. What's going on? What is holding them back from their blessings? What is holding them back from their blessings for air signs? Ooh, somebody gonna be livid. Somebody, it's somebody's wife. It could be somebody's wife that's holding them back. Or somebody is holding you back from actually becoming a wife. Synchronized music, song, and radio. Okay. You've been hearing a particular song that is relevant to this particular reading. All right. And it has something to do with who or what you are thinking about. That's what the song is going to reference. Okay. What's going on here? Did you know that you have a soul contract? You made an agreement at a soul level to do certain things in this lifetime, and it's time for you to refocus. Okay? So there's something that's holding you back, and you've made a soul contract, and so that's what you're moving towards. So your blessing is actually engaging in the soul contract, getting back in alignment with that. Some of you guys, there's some messages that your ancestors want to personally give you. All right. Synchronized numerology patterns and a divine partnership. Seeing repeated numbers, angel numbers, twin flame numbers, what else? Life path numbers, karmic partner numbers. Okay, it could be significant. What is holding them back? And you're not paying attention to these numbers. That's what is holding you back. Someone is selfish. Someone won't empathize. Someone is emotionless. All right. Someone's looking for a twin flame sign. That's closed book on that. Okay. There's one that fell, and I just need to see where the heck did it went. Hold on, let me go grab it. All right. A text message came out. That's what came out. A text, and that was like literally right under. Like y'all have no idea. It was like right under my ancestor altar. So a text message. Okay, that could be significant. So let's see. Last pull for air signs. What is holding them back? Ooh, Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. It ain't gonna hold you back for that long. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna hold you back for that long. The Judgment here. So this is like literally you're meant to have like a phoenix rising moment. That's what I'm seeing. You're supposed to leave this behind to continue to progress, and then something else is going to be offered to you. And then after that thing is being offered to you, then you're just going to have a lot of like shared experience with other people, with relationships. People like you're going to be able to give to people that actually want to be in generosity with you. There we go. In the energy of fairness. So it's almost like taking what you have elsewhere and it multiplies. But that's what's holding you back. You don't want to. The judgment that is the phoenix rising moment that needs to take place with you guys. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to water signs. Water signs. What is holding water signs back? Okay, so you have the present card. You're presently attracting. Not being in the energy of gratitude can stunt your blessings, okay? Not being proactive. And also like not sitting still and being present. Like so if you're too in the energy of like the past, of like what hasn't worked out versus what you're planning and stuff like that, if you're in that energy, it's not gonna work. It could be holding it back. Because you're neither in the present moment to receive it, and or in the energy of feeling worthy of it as it arrives. Okay. What is holding water signs back from their blessings? Self-worth and until death tears us apart. For some of you guys, it could be a karmic contract. Okay. Interestingly enough, Saturn is in retrograde and the Saturn card came up. So, what is holding you back could have something to do with your Saturn placement in your birth chart. So, you should check that out and see how Saturn in retrograde is affecting certain manifestations to come towards you. Remember, Saturn is about discipline, Saturn is about structure, Saturn is about karma. So, we could be talking about karmic partners, karmic debt, all right, a karmic lesson perhaps. It doesn't always have to be, external factors. It could be something that we can correct and we can, steer the course in the direction that we want. Okay. There could be something in regards to, okay, maintaining high vibrations is going to allow you to obtain this blessing, because being in a low frequency or affected by low frequencies or sustaining a low frequency is holding you back from your blessings. And it could be triggering these sensations and feelings, emotional thoughts and things of that nature, of you feeling like you're unworthy, maybe having an insecurity complex when you don't have that. It's just really low vibrational energies affecting you. Okay. Could also be like the expectations, like being a perfectionist, or having to always meet the mark, or having to always, like, for students, like having to always have an A or A plus, and then you have a B minus or you have a C that one time, and then like you say the most craziest things to yourself, right? Like, don't do that. Don't do that, because that's actually, that stalls your blessings, right? So it's like, one thing happens when you are manifesting, and then the other thing doesn't happen the way it does, and so like you're just a shitty manifester. Don't do that. No, that's not true. Okay. It's a complex like that. Okay. What else? Yeah, your thoughts. There it is. Thoughts, because abundance is in the bottom. So whatever this is, this complex of you feeling stuck or overthinking, is actually what's holding you back from your blessings. All right. So don't overthink things. Don't second guess yourself. What's going on for water signs? What is back from their blessings? Ooh, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So you trying something one more time when you know damn well it should have been the last time. 3 times before that. Oh, but it's the thing. It's the thing that you keep clinging on. You keep clinging on. You have a hard time of letting go. You cling on to the past. Whether that be, you constantly want to be reliving something, reliving an argument, reliving it doesn't always have to be negative either. It could be positive, but it's just like, leave people be. Don't conjure people up in your mind, and then, the Two of Cups should show itself, right? And then when they try to come around one more time and you want to try it, and you start to realize, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. There's an avoidance here for a reason. There's this thing here, fear of change could also be holding your blessing back. So the blessing may arrive with, a new environment, new people, new situations, new experiences, but because you have that fear of change, or you're clinging on to a certain past situation or a past outcome that you want to come to a closure or something like that, that didn't happen. So something was shortly lived. And so now, you lack that direction, and that's what's holding you back. Hmm. Hmm. And it could even be indecision. Again, going back to that lack of direction, and or making up your mind in regards to the direction you want to head in, the people that you want to choose, the things that you want to experience, the locations you want to go to. The Sun card. What's holding you back is like, your inner child wants to be happy, independent. You ever see one of those little kids? They go from crawling to finally, walking up the stairs and walking down the stairs, and now they want to go get their juice because they come walk down the stairs all by themselves, right? So it's like that type of energy. right? But what's holding you back is that you want to be in this energy, but you fear the change. You don't throw yourself in the environments that you're supposed to, or allow yourself, open yourself up to the relationships or the collaborations, the partnerships that you can, right? Or is as soon as you are seen by someone where you start to feel warm and fuzzy and happy and stuff like that, where you start feeling that seven of swords energy, where you start feeling like, okay, well, maybe they only want me because they want to betray me, because they want something from me, because they want to take what I have, because I have much to offer. Okay, it's like it's that type of energy. So what else is holding them back? Some things that need to be healed. Some things that need to be healed. For some of you guys, it could have something to do with your faith. All right, strengthening your faith, whether that be in yourself and or in the Most High. Yeah, the Hierophant in the Star card is here. That's for sure. Um, having faith in traditions, having faith in your culture, having faith in a spiritual practice or something. Okay, having faith in omens. Yeah, having faith in omens. Right, believing in the omens, believing in the synchronicities, the Chariot. Right, this is giving Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer vibes. Okay. hmm But just like, don't get so caught up into like, because this is internal strife that happens when you start thinking about when people weren't playing fairly with you, when people did unjust things, when people weren't playing fair. You get what I'm saying? Like, that led you to have to heal in the first place. But there is renewal here for you. And so don't sit here and start gaslighting yourself into thinking that you can't have better experiences, because you can. Okay, water signs. That's what you got. Okay. Earth signs. Earth signs. What's going on here? What's holding them back? Earth signs. The moon card came out for you. What other sign that I think it was the air sign that got the moon card too. So you may want to check out air signs message. I'm not sure if it was air signs or fire signs message. All right, what's going on here for earth signs? What's holding them back? This could be something deeply seated in your intuition. So reprogramming your mind will be beneficial at this time. Disharmony, yeah. It's an argument or a conversation that's taking place between your higher self, your shadow self, and yourself, your present moment. Okay, so it's three different narratives that's like arguing at the same time. So it's the present version of you that's trying to become the higher self version of you, the new version of you, the evolved version of you, the version of you that's already obtaining the things that you want, and then like the shadow version of you, where the version of you that has already failed, the version of you that um, allows other people to win instead of you, the version of you that gives up, the version of you that is confused or decides to stay confused and decides not to get the answers. Like that's type of that energy I'm seeing. So like this disgruntled energy or this trigger effect that's taking place that's holding you back. Okay, so this either could be in competition with yourself constantly or in competition with others. So there could be like harsh conversations or harsh internal conversations with yourself that is definitely in the energy of deceit and fear. But it's like it's not, things are not as they appear. So it's like it's not true. These things are not true. Yeah, this is the clarity that you need. These things are not true, and this is what's holding you back. The things that you're saying to yourself. Pluto energy could be significant at this time. Letting things go. All right. So certain endings. So it's true that there should be certain endings for you, but this is all for your power to return to you. All right. So the moon energy and the Pluto energy could be significant for you guys in regards to what is holding you back right now. So any moon phase right now that could be causing triggers, conflict, internal arguments. Okay. emotions to resurface, emotional triggers, emotional fears, um, fear triggers that could be coming up, truth coming out, in heightened intuition, heightened awareness of certain things, seeing things clearly that may cause disharmony within you because it triggers you, right? And letting these things go in divine timing. All right, that's what I got. In regards to that, what's going on for earth signs? What's going on for earth signs? All right, the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands. You know, for some of you guys, it could be that impulsiveness. All right, I'm hearing impulsive nature. Sometimes, like, you put your foot in your mouth. Okay, you start conflicts and start issues and cause something to become very. I don't want to say chaotic, but very like highly charged, highly energetically charged. Some of you guys, like, what's really holding you back is not fighting for what you truly love. The Magician. It's like everybody's in competition. This is what's holding you back. Everybody's in competition for that thing that I want. So I guess I'm just gonna go the other way instead. That's what's holding you back. The fact that you impulsively steer the other direction instead of going into the fight, instead of going and showing that you can be a competitor, that you also have things to offer, that you can also be in the running, that you can also be in the running up. Like, yes, I can be in the top five, and yes, I can be. I have that. I have that energy. I have that sauce. Like that type of energy, right? It could be a clashing of egos that can also be holding you back. All right. It could be the lack of consistency. All right. Or productivity, something in regards to that nature. It could also be good investments. You may need to make better investments, stronger investments. What do you mean? It's talking about your determination, consistency in regards to your determination, in regards to your relationships, in regards to what you have to offer in partnerships and contract deals. Okay, so really, what's holding you back is the fact that, like, you don't want to do like the slow grind every single day, right? You want something that's very quick, and that's what's holding you back. Yeah, that could be holding you back because now what you're going to end up manifesting is not necessarily going to steer you in the direction that you need to. And they're saying it's not even a competition thing. It's just about that you you guys are like the batch of the top writers, the batch of the top performers and singers and the well-known crew, right? And so it's like that type of energy where, like, what's really holding you back is yourself, and the fact that, like, impulsively you could throw your hands up in the air and you could just quit as soon as you say you're going to do something. That's it. That's where it landed. There's no other action behind that. Okay, and that's that 5 of Swords. That's how you're cheating yourself. So some of you guys, what's holding you back is you're cheating yourself. Uh-huh. And the Magician came out again. You're cheating yourself because you have everything that you need to become that person, to get that blessing, to, yeah, the Eight of Cups. Interesting. So emotionally, you may need to detach yourself to really assert yourself, the Three of Wands, and prepare yourself to do what you need to do to receive this blessing. And it will come in strongly. You need to get out of your head. You need to stop blaming other people, the Six of Wands, and get into the spotlight. Go out into the public, right? Show what you know, right? This is not about being impulsive either. This is about being strategic, right? The pause period is over. Now it's time for people to be generous to you. People are supposed to pour into you. People are supposed to see you. And the moon energy here is like you've been hidden for too long. That's it. I'll talk to you guys soon.